Hey friends, hey, this is Blake. Welcome back to my channel. I want to hop on and just kind of do a quick video from my heart before I head home today, and just wanted to share what I was thinking. And I know I've made quite a few videos about, the dating group, and of course taking ownership and accountability for several things on there. But also, calling out the lies and the corruption of 95% of it. And you'll see in my videos how each one, I'm like, no, this is not what happened. Here's the story. Here's your truth. Here's your facts, that kind of stuff. And you're like, oh my gosh, Blake, I am so sorry. I believe that. I'm so sorry. I cast judgment. I'm so sorry. When you learn that the two particular people are friends and they had their daughter involved, and daughter was putting eggs on my car and stuff that you don't see behind the scenes, and then they get their friends involved, and they're all together. This group of people that are making this stuff, is a lot of them are friends together, and you don't see that stuff behind the scenes. So but I want to put that aside for a minute, and I want to talk to you about the dating group and my thoughts, okay? And guys, when I tell you this, I know you're probably going to blow my email up, but please hear me out, because I'm probably going to be the only man in America that is a huge fan of that dating group. And let me tell you why. It's changed me. It's changed the way I look at things. It's changed the way my approach, the way I see things. And when you start to look at it, dating through a woman's eyes and their perspective, it totally changes, okay? And I'll try to explain, okay? So when I was online dating, gosh, I don't know, 4 years ago, I guess, whenever it was, when I was on there, I was dating, and of course, my videos, you'll see I was so hurt, and so didn't take time to heal, and I was rushing and have learned just to slow down and value dating, and not try to cover my wounds, right, with Band-Aids and temporary fixes, and really, truly take this deep dive in healing, which is what I'm doing now. But what I've learned is, when you see it through their eyes, I'm sitting here being harmless, right? I'm sitting here after the third or fourth date asking you, hey, what do you find attractive on a man? I find that absolutely harmless. Or, asking something intimate, right? Because you're trying to get to know the person, right? You're trying to see if there's a connection there too, which is fair, right? So I don't think anything I did was wrong, and it's just me being my heart and being myself and trying to be genuine in my getting to know the person. And I think that's just natural. You have natural flirtation going on, and but here's where I failed, and here's where I learned, and here's what's helped me, guys. And I hope that you'll take my advice and you'll listen, hear me. When you start to look at it through the woman's perspective and through her eyes, your harmless question, right? Your harmless just being so genuine question could be taken by her wrong. And I'll give you an example. So, here I am asking you, hey, what do you find attractive on a third or fourth date? That woman could have just came out of a marriage where her ex, or a relationship, and her ex, that's all he was consumed with. That's all he talked to her about all the time. And it completely controlled that relationship, and she is exhausted by that. So the last thing she needs is another man coming into the picture where here he goes again. He's asking her what he finds attractive and what this and that, and trying to be that way. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you take respect of that woman and you really start to look at it through her eyes and her perspective, it totally changes the way you see dating. And that's what's happened to me. It's honestly been one of the best things that's happened to me, to be very honest. It's opened my eyes to see things differently and be respectful. And even though my things were harmless and not meant well, and my heart was so right and meant well, right? You can see how it could be taken the wrong way. And you never want to do that to someone that you're getting to know, or your partner in any way. You always want to make sure she feels safe and feels cared for. And I've had to learn that, guys. And, that site has taught me that. And, I had another one that I asked out just as friends, y'all, just as friends, I got free tickets to go to a comedy show, and it was out of town, unfortunately, and it was late. And so I had said, hey, I'll get your own room, and I thought in my mind, I'm being a true gentleman. I'm being so sweet, and gosh, I'm going out of my way to make sure she feels safe. And it totally backfired. She made a comment like made me feel uncomfortable, and in my mind, I'm thinking I'm harmless, right? I'm being such a sweet guy and such a gentleman. But when you look at it through her eyes and her perspective, because here's why, guys, that particular woman could have been going through the same situation. She could have maybe done something with a friend, or, had a guy go to a room somewhere shortly into their dating or whatever, and maybe had a really bad experience. Do you see what I'm saying? So when you look at it from their eyes and their views, this site is to protect them, right? This site is to make them feel safe as they start dating you, right? And so what I started doing was looking at it as if my daughter was on there. You know, I'd want my daughter to feel safe, and how would I approach it? And it really totally changed the way I see it. And, you know, you learn from it, you know, and you know, I think we all need, you know, coaching and criticism from time to time, or constructive criticism. You know, when you're at work, you know, you get yearly evaluations, or you get training to help you be better and grow and learn. You get feedback, and you know, and then when you're doing coaching and athletics, you know, you get training and coaching there to be a better athlete. So why can't you have constructive criticism when it comes to dating? So it's all about how you look at it, y'all. And I just choose to look at that site as a wonderful thing. And it's taught me so many things. A lot of my videos, you'll see, number one, it's accountability for my mistakes, right? Because I went so quickly because I had not healed. That's when you realize, hey, here's where I failed, right? I was trying to go from date as quick as I could because I was trying to cover up these wounds with quick band-aids, right? And just cover the hurt because I didn't want to sit at home alone after I was cheated on, right? And when you start to see it that way, and you're like, no, Blake, you're going to heal, and you're going to slow down, and you're going to look at it through her eyes and how she is seeing dating, right? Because she's trying to protect herself because she's been hurt, right? You know, she's had, every guy she's gone out with has asked a intimate question, or a, what do you find attractive on me, you know, or something like that, you know? So when you get respectful and you turn your whole thought process to not thinking about yourself and thinking about her, the person you're on that date with and sitting across that table from you, it totally changes the way you see dating. And it's helped me so much. And I know I'm I'm the only person I think probably in America, man-wise, that's a fan of that page, but it's truly changed me. It's helped me so much, and it's been a blessing to me, and it's helped me grow. It's helped me grow into a better, person. It's helped me grow into a better future dater. You know, when I do start getting out there and dating again, and and of course, when you take accountability for some mistakes too, that helps you grow and you learn from your mistakes. Because in my mind, I'm harmless, right? I'm just a sweet guy, just trying my best to meet someone. But in reality, I failed them, and I let them down because I was going too quick and trying to date so fast and not giving a chance to truly get to know that person and give them the healed version of me, right? So when I do get out there and start dating again, they're going to get the most incredible healed version of me. And that's when it's going to be beautiful, where I'm going to truly enjoy dating and truly enjoy getting to know them, and not have to worry about a trigger or two that I've been cheated on that's caused me, some hurt, right? So just change the way you look at that site, guys. And now I know you're going to say, well, gosh, Blake, a lot of them they just got their feelings hurt because you didn't go on another date with them or something, and they can say something. Yeah, maybe a lot of that's true. A lot of that, it's both. There's two sides to every story. And you're right. Some of that stuff on there is, you see my videos, 95% of it is completely BS, right? But there is a couple of things on there that I take full ownership of too. And there's some things on there in my videos you'll see that's part of healing, it's part of learning. And when you start to see as you're healing your failure, your parts that you let yourself fail in, me not being healed, right? Because a healed person can't love fully, right? I cannot love my partner fully if I'm broken, if I'm not healed from a trauma, or healed from, in this case, my case, being cheated on, right? So I want to make sure that I am fully healed so that when I'm get into that next relationship, she gets absolutely amazing man that's healed and a heart of gold and strong love and not weak love. I think unhealed men give weak love, and healed strong men give strong love, and that's what I'm on my journey to get to. And it starts with, starts with me and just growing. And oh my gosh, y'all, I see things so differently. You see my video about intimacy and how I value that now, where the unhealed version of me, didn't see it that way, right? So healing can be beautiful at times because it helps you uncover that beautiful soul inside of you, right? But please look at dating through your eyes of the woman that you're going on a date with, because when you start to see it that way, it'll change your entire thought process and how you date. Don't be selfish on your dates, and take time and go look at my advice on dating video, and learning just mistakes I've made too, to help you be better and help you grow. These are all things to help you from my mistakes, right? So that you don't make mistakes like I did. And it all starts with slowing down and healing and loving and respecting her and caring about her on your dating journey too. Make sure every day you go on, you show her respect from start to finish. Even if it's not the right fit, you're not going to ghost her. You're going to make sure you end it properly, and you'll see my video on that too. So but that's it. Just thank you for joining me today, and y'all have a great weekend. It's a beautiful weekend here in the Carolinas, and I'm just honored that you're visiting me on my little channel, and just kind of, you know, going on this healing journey with me. Honestly, it's just a channel to share my healing journey, but also hopefully help men with mistakes I've made, and trying to grow from being cheated on, right, and heal, and you know, and make up from mistakes I've made. So thank you for being with me, and y'all have a great day, and thanks for joining me on my channel. Stay tuned to the next video.